Hello, Cedar Valley, Neillsville Estates, and Stratford Knolls, and welcome to your September 2025 Real Estate Market Report. I'm Jed Williams with Hagan Realty. If you're living or looking in Germantown, there is no better place to keep up with what's going down in real estate than right here. This month, we had updates on 7 different properties, including 2 coming soon, 2 new listings, 1 price change, 1 new contract, and 2 closings. That's a busy September, so let's get moving. We'll start off in Neillsville Estates at 11411 Brook Run Drive. This is a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath, 3,317 square foot colonial built in '93, listed at the end of August, priced at $799,900. They dropped by $20K on September 23rd, and we're still active at month end after 32 days on market. 11528 Dragonfire Way in Stratford Knolls is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 1,100 square foot split foyer that popped up as coming soon on the 3rd and went active on the 12th, listed at $550,000, then went under contract a week later. In Cedar Valley, we've got 21120 Hickory Forest Way, a 5-bedroom, 4.5 bath, 3,026 square foot colonial built in '02. It listed at the end of August with a price of $899,000. They had a pretty sleepy September and ended the month still active after 33 days. 2911 Scarlet Leaf Terrace, also in Cedar Valley. This is a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath colonial with 1,944 square feet, built in '99. Listed in August for $709,900 and went under contract after 9 days on market. They closed on September 19th for $716,000, $6K over their list price. Then we've got 2 more in Stratford Knolls. First up is 11528 Scottsbury Terrace. It's one of the smaller split foyers here at 1,008 square feet, but still had 5 bedrooms and 2 full baths. It listed in August for $599,900, but dropped their price by $20K 9 days later. They dropped by another $20K on September 2nd, and then had their 3rd price drop on the 10th, this one by $10K, to get them down to $549,900. Apparently dropping by $50,000 did the trick because they went under contract on the 23rd after 42 days on market. And 2911 Shakespeare Drive is the same 1,008 square foot split foyer design, but this time with 4 bedrooms, and they have an attached 2-car garage. They listed for $579,990 on September 4th, dropped their price by $20K on the 20th, and then by another $10K to $564,990 just before month end on the 30th. They ended the month that way after 27 days on market. Taking a step back out to look at the rest of Germantown, September continued this summer's trend of sending mixed but concerning signals. There were 97 new listings in September, which is pretty typical for this time of year, and only 1 off of last year's number. Contract activity, slightly down, with 79 new contracts signed in the month, is 7% below last year's number and flat from last month, when September is almost always busier for buyers than August. But the time on market dropped a bit. It's still double what it was a year ago, but the median time to contract in September was just 16 days, down from 25 in August. But the average time on market for the properties on the market? That's a different story. The listing failure rate, though, remains concerningly high at 28.7%. That's 3 times higher than it was last year. Prices are still positive, but only just. This month saw a 0.1% annual increase, marking the 9th straight month of slowing price growth on a year-over-year basis. Month-over-month figures turned negative back in March and have fallen 1.1% since then. So look for the annual number to continue to fall in the future. My prediction is that year-over-year rates actually turn negative next month. On a more positive note, the average 30-year fixed-rate loan was down 0.1% from last month to end the month at 6 3/8. Be sure to check back next month, or if you'd prefer more timely updates, including all of the listing photos for each property, register at the link in the description, and we'll set you up with a free automatic email anytime a property hits the market, has a price change, goes under contract, or closes in our neighborhoods. And remember, if you or one of your friends or neighbors are looking to buy or sell, give me and my team a call. I'm Jed Williams with Hagan Realty. In Germantown, you'll be moved.